the thing is, the way that I grew up in this neighborhood, a lot of people didn't like me. Jealousy, envy, and all of that type of stuff, it always creates a problem. Because they couldn't understand why this mayate was, meeting a lot of girls and stuff and catching a lot of chicks. See, it had nothing to do with my color. It had something to do with my style. It had something to do with the type of individual I was. See, and a lot of dudes, wanted to get me, but they couldn't get me because other guys told me that they couldn't get me. And if something happened to me, something's going to happen to you. See, and I give a lot of credit for that because to this day, some of those very same individuals that disliked me in the past, everything, some of them, they're not close friends, but they're good when they found out who I really was and where I was coming from. Okay, and the Crips, the original Crips, all started in this neighborhood, Florence Firestone neighborhood.
Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby.
The Raymond and all of them, see Munson and them with the Avenue, they're all from this neighborhood. See, and they grew up with Mexican guys also. See, I had guys in youth authority that were Crips, but they were Mexican. See, I had guys that from Florence. I don't know how many is left, but quite a few guys that are from at least 20 that I heard of or saw some passed on that are from Florence, but they're black. See, they don't have no Latino, no Mexican, no whatever in it, but they're black and they're down. Okay, but you see, the thing is according to where you live, who you think you are, and who are you, on where you can be and where you can go. Some people won't leave certain areas because of I got a problem over there. See, I went anywhere I wanted to go when I wanted to go. Although I got in hassles, but in those days we weren't. People had guns and knives, as I said once before, but shooting somebody and pulling weapons on somebody, guns especially, and ride by shooters, ellos estaban cobardes. In other words, those were what you call cowards. Because if you couldn't stand up and knuckle them up and throw them things, or you couldn't get busy, you were punk in those days. See, now everybody thinks that when you're going around and about town, you ride by, holler out your neighbor, and start busting caps, everything like, yeah, you think you done something. Oh, you did, but you ran also. See, you got away. See, in the old days, I remember, like I said once before in the other video, when little Slausons and little Florence had a problem. And so they go to Roosevelt Park, right by the Metro Rail tracks in the neighborhood. Okay, between Nadu and Florence. Okay, so Mariano and all of them are there. It's about 20-something, 30 of them, I'm not sure. Roach and all of them go up there from Little Slausons, and they get ready to get down. And Roach looks to the southeast and tells Mariano, he said, man, y'all fighting somebody else today? Okay, and Mariano said, why? And he looks around, he said, here comes Quarter Watts. Okay, because Quarter Watts and Florence were enemies at that time. And so Roach tells Mariano, he said, you know what, Mariano? He said, well, what this is all about ain't no biggie. He said, but I tell you what, you guys are enemies to the Mexicans and whites, and we're enemies to the blacks and whites. And we're all from the same neighborhood. We're going to get down and help you today. And from now on, no more pedo. Just like that, no more hassle. And Mariano said, okay, I got you, Roach. And they got down, the dudes from Watts left hollering and screaming. See, and so that's one reason on this side of town as opposed to the rest of L.A. as time went by. I mean, other neighborhoods got blacks and Mexicans and Filipinos and white boys, and we had white boys too in the neighborhood. But as a basis, Most of them, either one or the other. And see, some people don't get along to this day. Okay, like I noticed, I read the walls around here every day. I'm not going to mention the name, but Florence is into it with another neighborhood and everything, and such and such and so on. I know a lot of people from that other neighborhood too. Okay, and there's been some shootings, a lot of writing on the walls, and such and so on. See, and the thing about that is, in the old days, if you had a beef, or you could come and write on the walls and get away, but you come to fight, and everybody knew what day that you were going to fight, and such, and knew who was going to get out and who wasn't going to get out. But as everybody knows that have seen Kev Mac videos before, that I was a youth correctional counselor at Nellis and Whittier. Years ago, they've closed it down now, and such and so on. So I got a chance to meet guys from every barrio, Mexican guys from Mexican Filipinos and whatever else you mix with, and blah, blah. And I met black guys from everywhere. I knew some of them, it was over 200 some guys. I knew somebody in their family, even one white boy from out there by Venice. See, and the thing is that you guys are still getting down and doing all of that. What does it prove? You're the baddest, or they're the baddest, and everything. And every day there's killing. Now you got all these people breaking in places and robbing and shit. It looks cute. They're having fun doing it. Now they're going to the cemetery, the Lincoln Cemetery and the Woodlawn Cemetery down there on Central Avenue. Just when you leave Compton, go into Carson, as they call it. They've been taking the bronze off of people's headstones and stuff. Now that's sick. That is real sick. Okay, they go and sell it and stuff. Anytime someone messes with a cemetery, you got a problem. I don't care where you're from and who you are. You got a problem. So my whole thing is, it's time for things to change and time for things to stop. Okay, if you don't like a sucker, don't go around him. Vice versa. You got to beef. Everybody needs to. You don't have to stay on your own turf, because it ain't no turf that's supposed to be just yours in the first place. It's all solid ground, and anybody can walk it. But and then when it comes to the girls create a lot of problems, like they always have. Okay, and with the vatos and the vatos locos and vatos chingones and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, and with the blacks, you got the same problem. Okay, and such and so on. My main thing for even giving this video is because, and when I wanted Kev just to say "mayate más," because I see people look at me sometimes when they see me, like I said I got all types of grandkids and children. I got 2 different sets of Filipino granddaughters and stuff, and they could be mistaken for something else and such and so on. And if you're racist, you got a problem. Okay, whether you're black or whatever color, okay, you got a problem. And recently a guy died from Florence. There should be a picture coming up with Kev Mac. His name was Bible. Okay, his other brother is what you call him, Tablas. Okay, and then the younger brother is Kiki. Okay, and Bobo was a hell of a dude. I think, like I said, it should be a picture coming up with Bob. Where I wasn't here. I was in Arizona the day they had his funeral. And when I had got back to Arizona, I went up on Florence by the car wash where they had all those flowers and the other things that they put out for that and everything. He was a hell of a dude, and he was sick, and stuff. He had been in the pen. I think they let him come home. I missed all of that. And Tablas, okay, when he was a youngster, I used to see him all the time, and everything up at Boyd's hamburger stand. And see Holmes and Florence. Okay, that's the big T right there. If you come down home from the north, it runs out right at Florence, and Florence goes east, and west, and that's an upside down T. Okay, and that area right there is the area I grew up in. In fact, Kev Mac came today, and we were supposed to go. I was going to show him in the neighborhood all the places that I have my name in cement. Okay, and there was only one person well, actually two. Both of them are passed on. That were prolific street writers, anywhere, everywhere. And that one of them was named Sputnik. Okay, Feloyo Maravilla. Okay, every place you went, you seen his name. And he and I didn't have a competition thing, but I used to run into him on Big Freddy. Okay, they called him Sputnik. Okay, and I'd see him going one direction, I'm going another direction. And the other one was Huerito. Huerito from was he not Little Florence, Pee Wee Florence. Huerito. Jimmy Morrow. He's a white guy. His name was everywhere. Everybody knew it. He's passed on. And see, this thing is I think Kev Mac came by and stuff. I hadn't talked to him in a long time, and I told him, well, come on through, because I hadn't said anything on the YouTube in a long time, and I ran into other people talking about the other guy, Alex Alonso, what he got on YouTube, how many hits he got, and blah 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 blah, and such a and Kev Mac got this many, blah blah. I haven't even looked at my own stuff. My eyes are kind of bad now, at 80, going to be 81 years old. And I read so much stuff, in the past, books and things, that, I never had to wear glasses. I really don't wear none now. I can see, like one chick told me recently, okay, she said, I thought you said your eyes were bad. I said, they are. She said, well, she said, well, what was you doing? I said, I was looking at you. I said, my eyes ain't that bad. And heard these other chicks cracked up. I said, shoot, when I can't see you and some lovely young lady like you, I might as well just check on out.